The Trans-Siberian Railway. Just the name conjures adventure. It's the world's longest railway, a steel ribbon stretching from Moscow to Vladivostok. More than just tracks, it's a legend, a journey into the heart of Russia. This railway calls to the adventurous spirit in all of us. For many, it's the ultimate escape, a chance to see a world so different from our own. The Trans-Siberian promises discovery at every turn. I remember the thrill before my own journey, my heart fluttered with anticipation. This wasn't just another trip, it was an epic undertaking. The iron ribbon whispered of endless forests, mighty mountains, and sparkling lakes. It hinted at meetings with fascinating people, each with stories to share. The Trans-Siberian is not merely a train ride, it's an experience that seeps into your soul. It's a true epic, waiting to embrace you. Are you ready to dream with me? Imagine the landscapes, the people, the stories. This is a journey that transforms you. It's a passage through mystery and beauty. Every mile brings a new adventure. The railway is a living legend, and you can be part of it. Let's set off together, into the unknown. The adventure begins now. Our adventure began in Moscow, at the Grand Yaroslavsky station. The station buzzed with people, each ready for their own journey. We found our train on the departure board, our hearts raced. The train stretched down the platform, impressive and inviting. Provodnitsas, the carriage attendants, greeted us with polite nods and hidden warmth. Stepping aboard felt like entering another world. The unique scent of polish, tea, and adventure filled the air. Our compartment was small but cozy, our home for days to come. We stowed our bags, looked out the window, and waited. The whistle blew, the train lurched, and we were off. The dream was real, the journey had begun. Every detail felt cinematic, like stepping into a classic film. The anticipation was electric. The rhythm of the rails set our hearts racing. We watched Moscow fade, ready for what lay ahead. The adventure was no longer a dream, it was happening. Each moment was filled with possibility. The train's movement promised new horizons. We were part of something grand. The journey across Russia had officially started. My heart sang with excitement, all aboard for the adventure of a lifetime. As the train pulled away, Moscow's grandeur faded and Russia unfolded before us. Endless birch forests flashed by, their silvery trunks hypnotic. Dotted among the trees were colorful dachas, smoke curling from chimneys. It was like a fairy tale, picturesque and mysterious. I imagined the lives of those in the remote houses far from city bustle. The landscape shifted, majestic mountains appeared, rivers crossed, lakes shimmered. Nature's beauty was raw and breathtaking, making us feel small yet connected. Small towns and villages appeared and vanished, each a fleeting snapshot of Russian life. Children waved, old men watched the world go by. Every scene told a tiny part of Russia's story. The landscape changed slowly, giving us time to absorb it all. The vastness was humbling, the journey immersive. Each window view was a new discovery. The rhythm of the train matched the rhythm of the land. We watched, we wondered, we dreamed. The real Russia revealed itself mile by mile. The journey was a moving tapestry of life and nature. Every moment felt precious. The train was our window to Russia's soul. We were travelers and witnesses, part of the story. The immensity of the land left us in awe. This was the heart of the adventure. We soon settled into the train's gentle rhythm. The clickety-clack of the wheels became our lullaby. Days and nights blurred into a comforting pattern. Our compartment, though small, became a cozy haven. We read, wrote, and watched the world pass by. Life was simple, contented, and peaceful. Our provodnitsa kept everything spotless, and the samovar full for endless tea. She was the guardian of our rolling world, always present with a quiet word. The dining car was lively, a place to eat, meet, and share stories. Meals were hearty, conversations lively, laughter abundant. We swapped stories with fellow travelers over bowls of borscht and pelmeni. The dining car echoed with many languages and new friendships. The train became a small community, united by the journey. Each day brought new faces and new tales. The rhythm of train life was soothing and familiar. We found joy in the little things, tea, books, and conversation. The journey was as much about the people as the places. Our rolling home carried us through the heart of Russia. The train was more than transport. It was our world. We embraced the routine, the camaraderie, the adventure. The journey was magical, every moment cherished. The rails carried us forward, together. This was home for now. The train was a melting pot of people and stories. Locals, families, and adventurers from around the world shared this journey. Each person brought a unique story, a glimpse into another life. Sharing a compartment turned strangers into friends. I remember a kind babushka who shared her homemade piroshki and stories of her village. Her gentle voice carried the weight of history. We met young soldiers, traveling to distant posts, full of hope and nerves. They played cards, listened to music, and shared dreams of home. Fellow travelers from every continent swapped tips and laughter. Friendships formed over endless cups of tea. The train itself felt like a character in our shared adventure. Bonds were forged in the rhythm of the rails. The journey brought people together in unexpected ways. Every conversation was a window into another world. The magic of the rails was in these connections. Stories and laughter filled the corridors. The shared experience created lasting memories. The train united us, if only for a moment. We left with new friends and new perspectives. The journey was richer for the people we met. That's the magic of the Trans-Siberian. It brings people together beautifully. Our adventure began in Moscow, a city of grandeur and history. Red Square, St. Basil's Cathedral, and the Kremlin set the stage for our journey. Moscow dazzled with energy and elegance. One highlight was Lake Baikal, the Pearl of Siberia. The world's deepest, oldest lake, its clear waters surrounded by mountains. We took a boat trip soaking in the breathtaking scenery. The place felt sacred, pure, and powerful. Along the way, the train stopped at cities like Yekaterinburg and Novosibirsk. Each stop was a brief encounter, time to stretch, buy snacks, and glimpse local life. Every city had its own character and story. These stops added layers to our Russian adventure. Finally, we reached Vladivostok, our journey's end, a vibrant port city on the Pacific, so different from Moscow. The sense of achievement was immense. We'd crossed an entire continent. From Europe to Asia, the journey was epic. Vladivostok's maritime spirit marked a new frontier. Looking out at the ocean, I felt joy and a touch of sadness. The adventure was ending, but the memories would last. Each stop was a chapter in our story. The journey was a tapestry of places and moments. Every destination left its mark. The Trans-Siberian was more than a route, it was a collection of unforgettable stops. The adventure lingered even as the train journey ended. The food on the Trans-Siberian was its own adventure. In the dining car, we enjoyed hot soups, borscht and shchi, comforting and hearty. Pelmeni dumplings, served with sour cream, were a delicious taste of Russia. At station stops, vendors sold local snacks, pirozhki, smoked fish, and fresh berries. Each bite was a snapshot of regional life. The samovar, always hot, meant endless cups of tea, a true Russian ritual. Tea time became a social event shared with neighbors and new friends. We sampled kvass, a unique fermented drink, and different breads. Every meal was a small discovery connecting us to Russian culture. Food brought people together, sparking conversation and laughter. The flavors of Russia became part of our journey. Each snack, each meal added depth to our adventure. The dining car was a hub of activity and connection. Exploring Russia through its food was pure joy. The culinary journey was as memorable as the landscapes. Every taste told a story. The ritual of tea and shared meals created bonds. Food was a bridge to understanding and friendship. The Trans-Siberian's flavors lingered long after the journey. Eating on the rails was an adventure in itself. It was a delicious way to experience Russia. Each new station brought a thrill, stepping onto the platform, stretching our legs, soaking in the local scene. The hustle and bustle of arrivals and departures was a burst of energy, but the journey was also filled with peaceful moments. Hours spent gazing out the window, watching forests, plains, and mountains roll by. The vastness was humbling, the tranquility profound. The rhythm of the rails brought a deep sense of calm. Some might think 7 days on a train would be dull, but it never was. There was always something to see: a village, a horse, a change in the light. If the view tired, there were books, conversations, or simply the joy of doing nothing. The Trans-Siberian offered a unique blend of adventure and peace. The steady clickety-clack became part of us, soothing and meditative. The journey was both outward and inward, exploring Russia and ourselves. The train's movement encouraged reflection and contemplation. The adventure was as much about the inner journey as the outer one. The rails carried us forward, but also deeper into our own thoughts. The blend of excitement and tranquility was unique. The journey was never boring, always changing, always engaging. The train became a space for presence and mindfulness. The vast landscapes inspired awe and introspection. The Trans-Siberian was a journey of the soul. Quite wonderful, really. The adventure was both thrilling and serene. This journey across Russia changed me. It opened my eyes to breathtaking beauty and the warmth of strangers. The Trans-Siberian is more than a train. It's an experience that stays with you. It connects you to history, culture, and new friends. Perhaps it's your story waiting to be written. Imagine yourself on that train, watching the world unfold. If you dream of epic adventure, the Trans-Siberian is for you. It rewards you with wonder, patience, and unforgettable memories. It's one of the world's greatest journeys. My passion is to share these wonders with you. Your support lets me keep exploring and inspiring. Thank you for being part of this journey. Every adventure is richer when shared. The world is full of stories. Let's discover them together. Until our paths cross again, keep dreaming. The adventure never truly ends. All aboard, my friends.